Hello guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how to use the pie chart. It's pretty easy. Well, first I recommend you go to your video settings, change your render distance to as high as it can be. For me it's 32 since I have a pretty good PC. Try to have it as high as possible. The higher the better. Most likely gonna find a base the higher. But that's basically it for the video settings. To open up the pie chart to even use it, you're going to do Shift F3. You would know if this pops up. If you have a 60% keyboard or so, you do FN Shift F3. Make sure you're holding Shift while doing it, because if you just do F3, it's not gonna pop up. But to get to the part you want it, or in the pie chart, you look for tick. Right now, tick is number 5. You know that because there's numbers right beside it. The number beside it is it's kind of color coded too. So tick 5, click 5 on my keyboard. It should send me here. Look for level. It's number 2. I press 2, and then BlockEntities, which is 5. You would know you're in the right spot if it's all green and it says that, and it might say ender chest. It's not always gonna say ender chest, depending if there's an ender chest in your render distance. What I recommend you to do is if you're on the donut SMP looking for bases, trying to raid them, I recommend you be in the end, since it's so much easier to find bases since it's literally open, and they're usually in the big islands, so you can just go island by island while flying over and it will just detect it. Unlike if you're in the overworld, there's so many ender chests because of people 1v1ing each other and just placing them down, or just random Shulkerboxs, which can mess you up, waste some time. But you're most likely not gonna find that here. I also recommend you have multiple elytras in case you are flying around and your elytra breaks. You'd probably fall into the void, but if you have it in your inventory, you can easily swap to it and go back to flying. So as you can see here, there is a Shulkerbox and an ender chest. That's the Shulkerbox and the ender chest. Once I fly away, you can see that it's not in my render distance, but it's still appearing on the pie chart. I don't know why Minecraft does it, but it just stays there for some reason. So what you want to do is do Shift F3 again, and it will reload. You press it twice so it reloads the pie chart. So you're basically closing out and reopening it. You don't have to do the process again, you just have to do Shift F3 and it should fix it. And then if you go back to the Shulkerbox and ender chest, as you can see here, right when it enters my render distance, it pops up here. If you're flying around and only ender chest appears, I recommend you just fly past it, since some people do 1v1s in the end, and it's most likely not a base, since bases aren't only gonna have ender chests. As you can see here, if you're just flying and you get Shulkerbox as an example, you would definitely want to go check that out, since people usually don't leave Shulkerboxes in the middle of nowhere in the end, or it really rarely happens. The times I recommend you to stop and look around, if for a base or so, is when there are spawners. When it says spawner, Enchanting table, and Shulkerbox, since that's most likely a base. As you can see here, this is what it should look like if you do find a base, except of an enchantment table like this. This is what it would look like if you do find a base. As an example, you're flying around and then that just pops up. That is most likely a base. But this is also what I had trouble with, and I don't know why, but it kind of gets annoying. If you're flying around and you pull out your sword and then you want to go back to your button that has your fireworks, say example I press 3 or 2, it would become green, and that is because, example, if I press 4, where the ender chest is, it goes into the ender chest thingy. I don't know like what that means or does, but yeah, make sure you press to go back, press 0, and it'll bring you back to this. If you want to go back again, press 0 again and go back to entities. But just know, like, if I fly very far away, it's gonna stay here. I reload it, it's gone. Make sure, like, if you're flying past, always reload it, don't forget. If there's an ender chest, just fly past it since it's probably nothing. If there's a if you see ender chest and chest, only those two, it might be an entity. I recommend you to fly around, see if there's an entity nearby, since all entities have chests and ender chests beside each other, so it's most likely nothing. And that's basically all. Ignore ender chests. Look for a pie graph looking like this. You could use x-ray to help you find bases better, but I'm pretty sure it is bannable, so I don't recommend you to do that. If it's not bannable, please let me know. I mean, my brain would tell me it's like bannable since almost no server wants x-ray. That's basically all. Yeah, so see you in the next video. Bye bye.